Good morning, and thank you for attending this press conference. I know that you have a lot going on, and I appreciate you being here today. I'm Dr. John O'Keefe, a breakthrough specialist, and we called the conference today to announce an internet television show. The name of the internet show is called Celebrity Entrepreneur. The focus of the show is basically to interview successful people from all walks of life. And by doing that, we can get a cross view of some really exciting things that they're doing that the idea is to apply to people's lives. Certainly the focus will be business and commerce and others, but we found in doing this process, a lot of people get good ideas and inspiration from business people. And the reason why is our purpose is to inspire businesses to move forward, to grow, especially because we found since approximately 2008, there's a feeling, a sentiment that grew in, it's called the economy and the bad economy. And the issue there is that one of perception. And over time, it started off, oh, the economy's going bad, nobody's buying, and everybody's read and seen some negative information, and over time, people accepted it. And now, sometimes we've seen a lot of businesses automatically go to the negative. Oh, well, I don't think anybody's buying, the numbers are down, etc. What we want to show is the opposite of what's going on, or what we call contrarians. We're going to interview successful people who, in spite of all the bad information, in spite of the fear, in spite of the doubt, they went ahead and created success in their various occupations, in their businesses, and they are now ready to tell and talk about it because we believe that that focus can get people moving again. When you believe in what you're doing and have the courage to go out and create your business, grow your business, despite what the negative process is out there, that's what's going to be effective. And so we intend to have this show on a YouTube style process from the YouTube channel. It'll be approximately 30 minutes at a time. That can be modified depending. We want it free flow. Some shows might be shorter, some shows might be longer. But we hope that you'll talk about this. We hope you'll help us get the word out, because when we've talked about this process to business people in the community, they were really had a thought of being relieved that there was some good news out there. Because what we've seen, and we're talking about the top 20% of the businesses out there who move through the negativity, they are doing really well. And they're going to give some secrets, some ideas on why they've done well and how our watchers, our viewers can do well as well. And so we thank you for that, and we hope you'll talk about that to your audience. Also wanted to announce, very, very excited about announcing my new book and release called Thrive in 365, Dynamic Affirmations with Abundance, Prosperity, and Wealth That Will Change Your Life. This new book, which is out now, is a process that does a couple of things. We talk about how the art and science of affirmations work for business people and everyone in life. And they want to know exactly how it's done, why it's done. We talk about the conscious and subconscious mind and how that they can make affirmations work for them. And what we find is that when they use this affirmation specifically, there's 365, by the way, one for each day. But more importantly, it's also a workbook. It's two books combined into one. And we have the affirmation, for example, I have abundant, steady, dependable, permanent financial income now. And then we're going to ask them to write in the field of the area their notes, their thoughts, their ideas, and then how they felt when they said the affirmation, and then an action plan. Because it's not enough to say an affirmation, and that's where most people get stuck. You have to take action. And so they can do that 365 days a year. We also give them some secrets about how to make it rapidly happen for them. And so that book is now available, and the easiest way to be available, my website, www.drjohnokeefe.com, and amazon.com as well. So we hope you'll tell your listeners about that, the people that are your viewers, and give them a chance to use something that's very constructive and very rapid. So the other thing that we wanted to talk about is the expansion of my business here to Newport Beach. The Center for Peak Performance, basically we work with entrepreneurs, business owners of all levels, C-level executives, people who are growing businesses and who have solid businesses but are getting to that next level. And we work with the executives in helping them maximize their peak performance. In other words, imagine performing at your best all the time. But as life has it and business happens, there are times when my clients come in and they say, I'm stuck. Maybe they're stuck at a very high area, but they know they can get to another area. And often we find there's things called anchors and triggers. So we work with them on an internal basis. We call it the inner game of success. And it encompasses the conscious and subconscious mind. So we have testing procedures that find out if there are blocks and where there are blocks, if it's a conscious block or subconscious block, and then show them pathways to work with them and systematically walk them up that pathway until they gain what they want to gain, whatever it might be. Everybody is different and everybody has a different level. So just think about it this way. When you're telling your audiences, just like an athlete trains their body, we train your brain for success. Imagine thinking consistently on successful ways to get business and then locking it in. Not having that yo-yo process. A lot of our clients come and say, I had a good year, I had a good quarter, I had a good 5 years, but now I'm really not where I'm at. Or I know I can get there, but something's happening. It's called subconscious sabotage. So we teach them about that and then we release it. Remember we talked about how the conscious and subconscious mind works? Well, if you think about it, we take out the old software, put in the new software, and then reinforce it, teach them how to do it themselves, so it becomes a lifelong change in situation. And so we're expanding now Newport Beach throughout Orange County, throughout Southern California. We have clients all over, but generally most of the procedure is here in Southern California and Orange County. And so we offer strategic planning sessions to do the testing as we mentioned. So we hope that you will tell your readers and listeners and viewers about that and give them a chance to rapidly progress, because that's what it's all about, is rapid decision-making processes, rapid results. So we thank you for that. To get a hold of us, some contact information is www.drjohnokeefe.com. They can call 949-258-4418. And my email address is nostress1@sbcglobal.net. And most importantly, I want to welcome and thank Lisa Renee Photography, who will be the production company for our television show, our internet television show. Dynamic individual, and I'd like to give you her information as well. You'll see that on the screen. And we thank Lisa Renee Photography for the incredibly professional work that we're allowed to have with her. And so, with that, is there any other questions that anyone else has now with regards to what we've been talking about?
Dr. John,
Hi.
Yes, what do you think it is that is keeping entrepreneurs and professionals these days in particularly from reaching their highest potential and succeeding?
That's a great question, thank you. Essentially, in the very short term, it's called fear. And we see a lot of that these days, fear from everything we've read and seen and heard, and popular misnomers about the economy. Well, the reality is there is no economy, just niche markets. And once we pass that fear, that needs to be done. But those anchors and triggers are what gets caught in a person in the subconscious. So we have to look for those and then release those processes. Once that's done, the business person can often return and often do more and more revenue, more everything than they've ever done before. But it's that release of releasing fear. The issue there, and I'll just take another second, is that most of us work with consciousness. And in consciousness, that's where our planning is, our business plans, marketing plans, sales plans. But that issue there is for planning. about results, what you transfer from conscious mind to subconscious mind becomes your results. If you transfer the fear and that nothing's happening, nobody's going to buy your product or service, nobody's going to do business with you, your mind tends to achieve your most dominant thought. And so you actually move in that direction, and your subconscious creates your habit. And so when you're locked into a habit of not creating abundance or wealth or creating, success, that's what the situation is. So that's what we remove and release. So people often have rapid areas of success based on what they want to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so you think this can be done in spite of the current economy?
It's a great question. Yeah, because the economy, let me put it to you this way, there is no economy. It's only a series of niche markets. And the top 20%, the people that you're going to be seeing on the show, for example, they've moved beyond that. In the toughest of times, they're creating phenomenal success. And that's what we want to know. We want to pass it on because they had the same feelings and the same things as other business people, but they had the courage and the dedication to say, okay, no matter what, I'm going to be successful. And they move beyond that. And so you'll hear and see people who are doing phenomenally well in very unique ways over and above their competitors who have not, because the competitors have accepted, oh, well, nobody's buying anything, I better pull back. While they're pulling back, the others in a contrarian move are moving forward and being successful. And I think that's really the key to highly successful people. Well, thank you very much. Any other questions? Well, with that, I want to thank you for being here this morning. And once again, please contact me for any questions you have at the email nostress1@sbcglobal.net. My information can be seen on the website www.drjohnokeefe.com. Thanks very much, and as I always say, if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you're right. Have a great day.